This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Gamestop exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Goldar. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Lightning Collection window box packaging, but this time in a golden-like motif. Turning the box around, we can see an image of the actual figure, and at the bottom, a bunch of write-ups. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Goldar out of the box. And oh man, Hasbro has made a dream of mine come true. I've always wanted this type of Goldar figure, and I finally have it, and he is not a disappointment. This is truly a fun piece, and I cannot wait to check him out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a closer look at his accessories. So Goldar does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, we get his wings, his sword, 4 interchangeable hands, and a purple lightning effect piece. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Goldar. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Goldar. I love this so much. Thank you Hasbro for finally giving us a really awesome Goldar figure. We've never really had a super cool Goldar, and we finally do in my preferred scale, with my preferred style articulation and all accessories. I mean, Goldar is one of my favorite pop culture villains, and I'm super stoked to finally have him like this in this form in the Lightning Collection. So let's check him out here. He looks incredible. That head sculpt is beautiful. I love the paint apps with that blue. I really don't see too many like paint defects with a lot of the Power Ranger figures. The helmet just looks awesome. I love how he has his hair tassels with the little spikes or claws, whatever you want to call them. Hanging from that looks good. Beautiful bright red eyes. The little gold on his chin looks awesome. If we turn this whole thing around, you can just see the profile of that. Looks really cool. I love this, man. This is so cool. The gold and the sculpt of everything just looks really nice. Down to the detail of like his skirt piece right here. All that detail in there looks amazing. All of this looks so good, dude. Man, Hasbro has been killing it lately, and I am so excited for everything that they're doing with this Power Rangers license. Just looks awesome, and those clawed feet look really cool. I love this so much. I love how he has the tail, how it kind of like loops and hangs from the little like strap right there, a little buckle, whatever you want to call that. Just like in the show, I think it's awesome. I wish his little claw right there on the tip of the tail was painted, like on the hair right here. So I might paint that just by myself. It's not a big deal, so I kind of wish I was painted white, but again, not a huge deal. The wings look really nice too. Everything about this, man, this is a killer piece. Like, I hope people are really appreciating this because this is awesome. And I know he was kind of a pain in the butt to find. A lot of people's online orders were getting canceled, and that sucks. I recommend to a lot of people, if you're going to order stuff like this through GameStop, order in store. Just trust me, it's a lot better for you. I know some of you can't, but if you do have the option to, I suggest ordering in store. But I love how even on the inside of the wings, you do get more of like a dry brush on there, like a bluish type paint. On the outside, it's just more straight up black, but on the inside, you can actually see like blue paint to really bring out the detail, and that is amazing, dude. Now, as far as the gold goes itself, the whole figure is cast in this like gold plastic. You can see it on his bicep and his hand right here. But if you look in like some of like the armor bits like that, and on the skirt piece and all that, that is a painted gold. So it has this really cool like two-tone gold look throughout the entire figure, which I freaking love, man. That looks so awesome. Aesthetically, this guy is incredible, dude. Again, Hasbro is just completely nailing it. Okay, so let's check out his accessories. So we do get interchangeable hands. We do get a gripping hand for his left side and for his right side right here. So we get 2 gripping hands, which is nice. We also do get a closed fisted hand. This is for his left side like so. But we also do get this more open palm, like clawing hand for his right side, which I love. I'm keeping him posed with that hand because it just looks more menacing and stuff like that. Like, rah, I'll get you, Rangers. Like that kind of stuff. That was a terrible Goldar, right? I know. Forgive me. But I just freaking, I love this figure, dude. I really, really do. Oh my god, I'm so happy I have this in my hand. We also do get his sword, which is awesome. I love this a lot. What a great sculpt. We have paint on the handle with a little gem on the center. Looks so, so good. He can hold it pretty well and tight in any of his gripping hands, so that's really awesome. We also do get this really dope purple lightning effect. And I love the fact that Hasbro is giving us effect pieces, and we've just never had a Power Rangers line like this. And it's cool that we're getting stuff like this. So it's a really soft, bendy, pliable plastic, and you can slide this over the sword all the way to the top right there, and you kind of just wrap it around and get it to fit however you like. And it actually works very well, and that's awesome, dude. I love that. That's so much fun. Very cool. Not a ton of accessories, but we don't need a whole lot when it comes to Goldar. What we do get is pretty awesome. Okay, now let's check out his articulation. So his head is on a ball joint. It does roll around a tiny bit. You can get left and right. The hair, like these things, are softer, but they're not super soft, but they don't really hinder the left to right all that much. You can still look left and right pretty easily. Up and down a little bit. The back of the hair is going to hinder that a little bit, and then one of his wings totally came off. So that brings me to this point. The wings are separate, and you do have to plug them in, and there was certain times where he didn't have his wings at all. But what I noticed is that the pegs right here are a pretty soft rubbery plastic, so it's kind of tricky getting them to stay in. It kind of works, but sometimes they're a little loose. I fear over time that might get a little too gummy, and it'll just drag the wings down, because these wings, they're pretty thick material, so I feel like they might end up dragging just from being so heavy in the future. But so let's talk about those wings. They do hinge like so you can't flap them like a bird wing. You can swivel them up and down. Then we do get a hinge right here, and again, that hinge is a very soft plastic, so I feel like I'm going to break it, but you can flap them out like so that's pretty cool. The wings work pretty good. They're not great. They could probably be better, but they're not terrible by any means. The shoulder pads are a softer pliable plastic, so you can go all the way up like that, full 360 if you really wanted to, up and out that far. Rotation at the bicep. You got a double jointed elbow that bends probably about that much, a little past 90. Rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around very nice. In my opinion, it might just be for my figure. This feels a little loose. I wish I was a little tighter in there, but it's not terrible. Again, that's one of those things that I fear like over time might get a little too loose, and the wing totally curves like that too. Anyways, so it's not bad, but it does kind of like wobble a little bit. It's not terrible, but it does happen. We also do get an ab crunch forward, ab crunch back like so, pivot side to side, anything you really need it to do. Same thing with the skirt piece. That is a softer pliable plastic, so it can kick forward that much. Back, not so much. Splits about that far. Rotation in upper thigh. We got double jointed knees, and we got an ankle joint that goes go up, down, and a pretty decent ankle rocker, even considering it has things over the ankles right there that cover up the boot a little bit like that. Still get a good ankle rocker. So overall, I love this thing, dude. If you can find one, I know they're kind of a pain in the butt to find right now, but you can do it. You know, I just hit up your GameStop, kind of stay on their butts about it. He's totally awesome. This is just the Goldar figure I have always wanted, and in my opinion, he is absolutely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are sitting next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Lightning Collection comparison, here he is standing next to a Putty and the armored Red Ranger. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the GameStop exclusive Lightning Collection Goldar. Now overall, I think this is an incredibly fun piece and something that I've always wanted, and if you're like me, I know you wanted the same thing. Hasbro is killing it with the Rangers line, and this Goldar is definite proof of that. His sculpt is incredible, his paint is super well done, I love his articulation, and I really dig all the accessories that we're getting. This is one Goldar that I think you must have if you were into Mighty Morphin as a kid, or even as an adult. This is one piece that you would love for your Ranger collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.